Hi guys, welcome back. Today we will explore about IBM MQ architecture, explaining what is queue managers, queues, channels, and application step by step. Let's see what is queue manager. The queue manager, which denotes as queue MGR, is the core component of MQ. It controls queues and ensure proper delivery of messages to the end destination queue manager. Types of queues. First one is local queue. A local queue stores message within the same queue manager. Second, remote queue. A remote queue is a pointer to a queue in another queue manager. It does not store messages itself. It forwards messages to the target queue. Third one is alias queue. An alias queue is like a shortcut or redirect to another queue. It allows multiple queues to point to the same destination, making message routing flexible. Fourth one is model queue. Model queue is a template used to create dynamic queues at runtime. It, it is never used to store messages directly. In under local queue, there is another type of queue called transmission queue or exhibit queue. This also holds the messages into it. This, uh, this is just a summary of the types of queue. First one, what we have seen is local queue. The use of local queue is stores or hold messages in the same queue manager. It has the ability to hold the messages in the same queue manager. Second is remote queue, points to the another queue manager. Alias queue, redirects to another queue. Model queue, template for dynamic queues. Now let's see types of MQ channels. First one is sender receiver channel. Sender, which is denoted as SDR, depends on the sender queue manager, which sends message to another queue manager. And another one is receiver, which is denoted as RCVR, defined on the receiver end queue manager. It listens for incoming messages. Together, they ensure reliable queue manager 1 to queue manager 2 matches delivery. In point-to-point architecture, the sender and receiver channel name should be equal, and it communicates through TCP/IP. And second type is client connection, CLNT-CONN. It is denoted as this CLNT-CONN. It is a temporary channel defined on the client side to connect to the server queue manager, which is used for request, response, or ad hoc client connections. Third type is server connection, SVR-CONN. It connects a server application to the queue manager over TCP/IP, allows application to put and get messages to the queue on the queue manager. And another fourth type is cluster channels. It is used in MQ clustering for automatic message routing between multiple queue managers. It reduces manual creation of sender and receiver channel. In the MQ clustering architecture, there is no sender or receiver channel. It's a key point. Now let's see a summary for a easy recall. What we see first is sender channel. Sender channel is used to send messages from source queue manager. Second one, receiver. Receiver messages on target queue manager. And third type is server connection, which connects client application to queue manager. Fourth one is client connection, temporary client to queue manager connection. And another type is cluster channel. Author routes messages in MQ cluster. These are just an point to highlight for a quick understanding. And application. Application are the producers and consumer of the for messages. From MQ side, the application team will put the message with the help of batch or any other form, and the messages will be passed to the MQ, and the end which means which we mentioned as consumers. They will get through the batch job or any other form, and that the messages is delivered to the end user. Here I have explained with a simple example. That is core banking system, which sends transaction messages. This be a part of producers, and consumers are through mobile apps receive messages for customers. And let's see a summary point. Summary of IBM MQ architecture. First one, what we see is queue manager. The queue manager which controls queues and channel. Queue manager is like a manager in the project, which the queue manager only needs to handle all the connectivity, queue channels, and proper delivery of messages. And the second one is queue. Um, there are different types of queues. Ignore this one. Ignore this one. In queues, what there are many types of queue like local queue, remote queue, alias queue, model queue, and etc. Only local queue can hold the message. Make a note of it. And third one is channel. We have seen different types of channel. The channel, the main aim of the channel is move messages between system from one system to another system. And another is application. Application or producers and consumer. Producers is who send the message, and the consumer are who receive the messages. And thank you.